Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Whispering Willow Oracle. Today we're going to be looking at your current energies. So what's going on in your recent past, present, and future? These messages are timeless. So whenever you come across the video, there might be something here for you. Okay, I'd like to thank my angels, spirit guides, and beings of the highest white light for providing the collective with clear and concise messages. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. So you've definitely been going through a period of time here that's been you having to make difficult decisions with not having a lot of information. It's been weighing really heavily upon you. It's actually been quite a burden here. But I do see you becoming, because of this, you've become very sure of yourself and very assertive, and to the point where it's going to be that you're developing an attribute that's going to bring you a lot of wealth, a lot of independence and wealth here. You may be starting your own business, or you may have had your own business for quite a while here, but you've gone through some tough times in the past recently, and it's brought you to a place where strength here. You've had a lot of challenges in the recent, or I'm kind of getting over the last year or two, that you've had so many challenges here that have brought you to a place of confidence and strength and willpower. You've proven to yourself what you're capable of. You've proven how you are different than others, how you differentiate yourself, how you overcome challenges, that you have a really unique perspective. And the thing that you've gained is confidence and knowing your worth here. And this is invaluable. This is going to bring you so many gifts in the future. No one will be able to take advantage of you here. And you have a lot of momentum. You have a lot of momentum. So don't lose your momentum here. This is what I'm hearing. Don't stagnate. And, it's okay to rest for a minute, catch your breath and catch up. And don't forget to, live a balanced lifestyle. But it's saying you have momentum behind you. So whatever that momentum is, keep up with it. You're kind of coming to the end of a lot of these challenges. They're being revealed to you. Oh, we have the sun on the bottom. So I feel like a lot of these challenges are being revealed to you, why they happened, what was behind all of this. And I think you're coming to realize that the whole point of this was for your own growth. That Spirit was actually gifting you the chance to grow in a way that is so unique and so much geared towards you and what you're doing and what you're what the path you're on, the career you're on, the trajectory that you're on. I'm getting this it's very mental energy, but how you've grown and handled this mentally, and the mental fortifications that you've built. And I don't mean that you've built walls around your mind or walls around your heart that are now keeping other energies out, but that you've built up this strength that's so impressive. And you've built up momentum and a following. I'm getting that you have a lot of admirers here of how you've come through this, and without getting too big of an ego and without getting too much pride here, you're going to be able to leverage this fascination that people have with you. It may have been that you've gone through a very public struggle. It doesn't have to be, but it could have been a public struggle or something that a lot of people were aware of here. And so they're kind of throwing their weight behind you and encouraging you, and people want to support you. People want to support your business because maybe you've been very open and transparent about what you've gone through, and people find that inspirational. We have snake shed old skin, so you may have gone through a very public transformation. White witch, be the light. So this strength, this inner strength that you've gained, this wisdom that you have, you're sharing it with others, you're shining it upon others, and people are loving it. They're really appreciative. They're very authentic, coming across as very authentic. We have air guardian here. Also, like I said, we have a lot of mental energy, a lot of air energy. So shift your perception So I think maybe this isn't so much about you, this is actually about how others are perceiving you. Others are perceiving you with really like in a different light than they used to, or it might be that you now have a different audience. So I don't know if this message is for someone who is in the like spotlight or someone who has a public persona. You may be someone who has a lot of social media presence and people watch you, people listen to you, people listen to your content, and they're fascinated by you, they're fascinated by what you do or your story, something like that. And I see here that not that you were looking for that kind of attention, but that it did come to you, and you're using that momentum to push yourself forward. It's going to bring you a lot of success, a lot of material gain. Yeah, so just as I said, a lot of material gain, we have a consciousness of lack, but in reverse. So kind of the opposite energy here, where you're actually bringing in with this change in mentality, with the fortitude that you gain mentally here to push yourself forward, to bring yourself into alignment, to overcome challenges, to challenge yourself and push yourself and learn new things. You're constantly climbing and evolving, and you're climbing up this mountain. And as you do, you're gaining more. You're gaining more success materially and in other ways too, right? I mean, success isn't just about what we can show in a material sense. Like I said, your mentality is golden. It's like you have this complete strength here. Yeah, milestone. So I think you're reaching mental milestones here. Also spiritual milestones, because you don't have to have high intelligence or be extremely smart to be spiritual, but I do relate a certain type of intelligence to spiritual evolution. And I'm not talking about your ability to divide or do complicated math or even read. You can be completely illiterate and be the most spiritual person on earth. It's a different type of intelligence, right? There's wisdom to it, and wisdom doesn't require formal education. Although formal education is always a wonderful thing to help us form our minds, it isn't required for these types of mental milestones, this spiritual milestone. Yeah, I think you're like, it's just like a lot of winning energy, the honoring path. So I'm getting a little bit of Buddhist energy with this. Maybe you are someone who talks a lot about spiritualism. You could be a person who might be teaching from a spiritual perspective and using a lot of your own personal experiences to help people understand the teachings that you're bringing forward. I think here too, you're showing people a way forward, how to transform and transmute energy. You could be a Reiki practitioner. You could do Reiki, even if it's not publicly, or even if it's not something that you offer to the public. It could be something that you use on a daily basis in your own life, that you use a lot of transmutation, transformation energy. You take in the negative and you put out the positive. You're like a cleansing crystal. You've learned how to change the energy around you and manipulate the energy around you through your mind, if that makes sense. But it took a lot for you to get there. It took a lot for you to get to that place mentally. You weren't always there, and that's the whole point. You weren't born with this. You were born with the capability to be like this, but you weren't born this way. It took like a lot of like forging energy. Like I'm getting like, ironing out hammer, because all these raw materials may have been there, but it wasn't guaranteed that the formation would come out the way it did. And here you are, and you're a very, very spiritually developed person. Really, really deep, really wise. And yeah, I think you're still learning a little bit about your depth, and you're still coming into that, which maybe you will be for the rest of your life. And that's a beautiful thing too. But yeah, I'm going to leave that message here. I hope it resonated for somebody. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll catch you in a future video. Take care. Bye now.